This is Melanie Loss, and this is my presentation on plant products that I encounter on a typical morning. Um, so the first thing that I encountered when I got out of bed was this CBD oil, which I take every morning to help with my anxiety. And the two ingredients that it lists on the bottle are the grapeseed oil and the hemp extract. And according to True Infusion, the brand website, it is both of those products are locally grown. My next thing that I do in the morning is I, of course, make my coffee, and I get this Jose's coffee brand. According to their website, the coffee beans are grown in, at least from what I could make of it, it seems like they're grown in Colombia or Guatemala. It says at least 30% are from the Mayan region. And then next I had part of my breakfast, which was this orange that I got at a farmer's market in Phoenix last weekend. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then the deodorant that I put on while I was getting ready is from the brand Native, and it had quite a few plant products in the ingredient list. The first one that I noted was the tapioca starch, which is from the cassava plant, and that's native to tropical and subtropical regions across the world. It doesn't exactly say on the website or anywhere I could find where exactly some of these products came from that they used in this specific product, but that was my best estimation based on what I read about where this where this plant is generally cultivated. And then there was coconut oil, which was also from the coconut tree, which is a tropical and subtropical plant in Asia and South America generally. So likely that's where they got the oil for this product. And then in the Savannah Belt in Africa, which stretches from coast to coast on the continent of Africa, in the middle of the continent, there's the shea butter, which is from I believe it was a bush, I want to say. And then there's the eucalyptus leaf oil, which is the eucalyptus is a genus, but so there's lots of different species that it might be from, but it's native to Australia. And then I did read that it's cultivated also in California, has been for some time. So there could be a chance it's local, relatively local from California, but it might also be from Australia. It's not entirely clear. And then the package does state that there's glucose, which is on the website, they say it's from corn. And so since the United States is the largest producer of corn in the world, I would guess that it's probably from somewhere in the US. And so it's also relatively local. And then the paperboard, which is what they use for the packaging on this deodorant, is they say on the website that it's harvested from sustainable forests. So yeah, forests that they are harvesting sustainably, that is. And then the broccoli in my garden, I went to go water my garden bed and encountered, this broccoli plant that's growing, and it's the only thing growing in my garden bed actually, but yeah, so I went ahead and watered that, and obviously that is a local product since it's just from my garden bed here, and hopefully it'll grow enough to where I can eat it at some point. And then as far as like a statement on my the sustainability level that I have in my use of plant products, I think probably I am at least somewhat more conscious of trying to have sustainable habits than maybe a lot of people in the United States. But I am probably somewhat misguided sometimes, like for instance, with this deodorant, even though I opted for the plastic-free packaging, obviously a lot of these ingredients are taken from places that are like halfway across the world and often contribute to like habitat destruction and deforestation and things like that. Not to mention the carbon footprint that's associated with transporting all these products here to the United States to make this deodorant. So, I'm probably somewhat misguided sometimes, but for instance, like the orange, I got it, like I said, at a farmer's market in Phoenix. And so it's a locally grown orange. And so, there are some things that I think I'm probably doing right. If I was like looking for an alternative, for instance, to the deodorant, which I mentioned is probably not the most sustainable product, I could maybe opt for like something that was a deodorant that was like more just kind of products that are created in the lab that go into making a deodorant, which is probably how a lot of deodorants are made, I'm guessing. And so that might be a sustainable alternative.